Fox 66 News with Brian Wilk, meteorologist Craig Flint, and Mike Finner with sports. You're watching Fox 66 News first at 10.
Digging out, residents and PennDOT crews beginning the cleanup process following Erie's holiday winter blast. Good evening, I'm Brian Wilk. The road's being cleared out by the hour as plowers continue to plow through this winter challenge. Jocelyn Person spoke with some plow operators with PennDOT to see how the crew has been managing during the challenge.
As the snow begins to die down, many operators are working around the clock to maintain clearer roads. Each driver has a beat to cover from major routes to small ones, and they all plow for almost 24 hours when there's a brutal winter storm like this one that came for the holidays.
Being away from your family Christmas Eve and Christmas, it's tough, but you know, that's our job, to keep your roads open for emergency vehicles and you know, people getting to where they have to go.
While the operators plow through the roads, the key to making the snow and ice sheet dissolves are the different kind of salt. It's these kinds of salt that makes it easier for everyone to drive safely on the roads. While there are visibility challenges these drivers have gone through, there are also mental challenges. It takes a lot of mental preparation to plow the roads every second and hour of the day, especially during a time where it's the holiday season.
I started off doing it myself. I know what they go through. I can't imagine doing that for a long duration, like 20, 30 years. It's pretty impressive. You got to have a lot of respect for those guys out there.
These workers would go to other parts of the state to help other areas that may have a hard time clearing the roads.
They rely on us, you know, we have the experience with the snow to go other parts of the state, you know, so, you know, we take pride in that.
Jocelyn Person, Fox 66 News.
A one-vehicle accident in Waterford Saturday afternoon slowed traffic to a crawl. The crash was reported shortly before 3:30 on Union Road and Route 97 South. When crews arrived, they found the vehicle on its roof. No injuries were reported. According to Erie County 911, slick roads may be to blame for the accident. And a reminder, the city's Bureau of Streets is enforcing odd-even parking restrictions during the storm. This will allow snowplows to effectively clear the roadways, especially for any emergency vehicles. According to the city, this enforcement will continue throughout the weekend. Head to weather now. Meteorologist Craig Flint has your Fox First forecast. Craig.
And Brian, we're watching the lake effect snow, what's left of it fizzle, thankfully, and we're going to catch a break here as we go into second half of the weekend here on Sunday. That's the Dias Auto and Truck weather cam at the Bay Front, and you see the fresh blanket of snow. I mean, that lake snow band, so persistent today, right here in northern Erie County, finally seeing that lift away and exit the county. Still some residual flurries left over. Temperature right now of 25, that's actually gone up because of that south wind. So we've already bottomed out in low 20s, and I think from here we're going to hang in low mid-20s, maybe a few lingering flurries. It gets windy through the day tomorrow, but again, a south wind, so that will provide us with a brief respite from not only the lake snow, but from the harsh cold that we had today. However, it is still going to be a little nippy as you wake up. We'll take a look at your wind chill readings and what to expect for the second half of the weekend. And my full forecast in just a few minutes. Brian.
Thanks, Craig. Some tense moments for Erie fire crews as a gas leak forces the evacuation of a structure Saturday night. The story's new tonight at 10 o'clock. Crews were called to the 400 block of East 38th Street around 8:30 Saturday night for reports of a gas leak. National Fuel and Penelec crews were called to the scene. Both the westbound and eastbound lanes of 38th Street remain closed at this time. A total of 4 houses were evacuated. That's according to Erie County 911. The residents left in private vehicles to seek shelter while crews were on scene, and there's no word yet on a cause as of now, and no illnesses were reported. Here now are the latest COVID-19 numbers across the state and around our region. The State Health Department today reporting 154 new COVID-19 cases. Crawford County, 47 new cases. Warren County reporting 32 new cases. Chautauqua County, New York continues to report over 3,100 cases. Ashtabula County reporting 50 new cases Saturday. Across the Commonwealth, an additional 7,581 new positive COVID-19 cases reported today. The total now stands at over 605,000. An additional 165 people died in the last 24 hours from COVID-19. And since March, 14,883 people have died across the Commonwealth due to the pandemic. President Trump remains in Florida until after the new year as the COVID relief bill hangs in the balance and unemployment benefits are set to expire. As the country waits for some relief, the president is digging in and demanding Congress to increase the amount of money in the stimulus checks from $600 to $2,000. Fox News correspondent Mark Meredith is in West Palm Beach with the story.
President Trump continues to urge lawmakers to increase the amount of money some Americans could get in direct stimulus payments, even though there appears to be little appetite from congressional Republicans to do just that. The president has been keeping a fairly low profile while in South Florida. He and the First Lady arrived in West Palm Beach Wednesday, and they are expected to stay through next week. We're waiting to see if the president will sign or veto the $900 billion stimulus package, as well as the $1.4 trillion spending bill already approved by lawmakers. The president tweeting Saturday morning, quote, "I simply want to get our great people $2,000 rather than the measly $600 that is now in the bill. Also stop the billions of dollars in pork." Democrats say they're on board with the increase, but they don't want to see any lapse in benefits while this is all being considered, with many lawmakers encouraging the president to sign the bill that's already in front of him.
We're still at risk of going into a depression if we don't save some people's lives and businesses.
It's unclear how many lawmakers may give into the president's demand as he has less than a month left in office. The president continues to criticize Republicans, including Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, saying they're not doing enough to try to fight the outcome as the Congress gets ready to certify the election results in early January. Traveling with the president in West Palm Beach, Florida, Mark Meredith, Fox News.
It's a day after Christmas and we're still in the Peace and Joy Week because it's Kwanzaa, a 7-day celebration of peace and unity. This cultural holiday began back in 1966 by Dr. Melina Karinga, a professor of black studies at California State University. After the Watts riots in 1965, Dr. Karinga searched for ways to bring African Americans together as a community since many felt they didn't have hope. Karinga studied the culture and festival in West Africa, and through that study, he came up with Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa is all about the 7 peace and unified principles that's celebrated throughout the 7 days.
How important it is for family to come together, to recognize our ancestors, to take forward the good in the year that you're leaving behind and go forward to the next year.
An African feast called Karamu is held on December 31st.
Authorities in Nashville are looking for any information they can find about the explosion that occurred on Christmas Day. I'm Charles Watson in Nashville. I've got the details coming up.
Plus, saluting local heroes, the community blood bank